T.Y. Bello, a musician turned photographer. The Land is Green, a great song actually. Now you're welcome. This is my platform, this is my world. I told you earlier I have someone right here with me, and together we'll be dissecting and also giving you a sense of what's going on in the platform. Emmanuel Akrajaja, good to have you on board. Okay, now on Saturday, the state governor, visited project site in the state capital and interacted directly with Rivers people for the first time after his election victory. The governor said he will not take the support given to him for granted. That was a very profound statement. And he was happy with the outpouring of love and support across the state. And he noted that he is motivated to work harder for the people of Rivers State. So that's a very big one actually. So let's start and build up from there.
Well, first I want to join the teaming Rivers people to congratulate the governor, His Excellency on his second return. On his first tenure, one can commend him that he did well. He really worked as like a youth. You see, from the day of his inauguration and takeoff, he took off right from the office. He never walked back home to go and look at his files. He left the inauguration ground, if you could recall, and then he walked down straight to where he did the kickoff of the repair of the roads from Burkini. And since that day, since May 29, 2015, Wike has never rested till tomorrow. Even in the face of all the crises surrounding him, he was still entirely going ahead to make sure that things are going on. And there is no part of this state that we cannot attest that he has affected positively. Well, as a matter of fact, before one begin to criticize us here that we are like praising the governor, we are also sure, we're also aware that he cannot, nobody, no leader can cover up every sector of that involve his leadership at the same time. No. It comes in phases. If every leader comes and finish the entire project, I don't think that the next one that will come in will have anything to do. So there must be a reserve that others will come and do. And I think that his second term in office, by the grace of God, will take care of the pending matters that people may have been crying for, people may have said that he has not looked at. That's why he's happy to come back, and that is why we are saying that, believing that this second one will be great, because having promised us that he's not going to take the people for granted. He's a youth. He's a youth at heart. He's a youth in nature. He's a youth in his style of doing things. He does not relax. He's a young man who has faced challenges, and you can see that in the midst of challenges, God has been with him. And so he wants to appreciate God, and he also wants to appreciate the people who stood by him at all this period. Remember, lives were lost because of the election. Not that they were actually out to kill themselves or to lose their life, but in the process of trying to do the election, some people fell victims, and he had also held that as a responsibility to ensure that the families affected are not left behind. But so far, he has assured us, and having assessed his first performance in the first area, we are not going to doubt his promise that he will not go to take off for granted.
Before I talk about that assurance, because I also remember very clearly the governor also made a promise that this time around 40% of a lot of things going on. It's going to be an all-inclusive government, especially from the youth angle also, that they also will be also included. But I'll talk about that later, and also what to expect from him, going forward now. Now we know that in the next 4 years we have an idea who is going to be piloting the affairs of the state. But the outpouring of love from the Rivers people, especially climax with market women extending gifts. I don't know if we can have those pictures right now on the screen, because I think for me it's very overwhelming. You see market women extending gifts to the governor. And for me, that's a show of love. Actually, this was more like the first time he was going out, and we could see the overwhelming support and the love actually from. Probably we use the word ordinary people actually, but the picture for me is very it's amazing. It's also very touching. You see how people, you see the love that he's getting, he got actually from the street, and also when he paid yes, the governor expressed satisfaction with the quality of project delivery at the Real Madrid Football Academy and also George's quarters, my one market, and also the fruit garden. We have a lot of pictures there. Let's just have some of them. So this is also a governor where you see, regardless of the outcome, he is still project oriented and also project driven. What do you make out of all of this?
Like I said before, from the day one, he showed his readiness to govern the states. Now, some descriptions titled him as the Obiakpo, but I don't see him as just an Obiakpo, he is a Rivers born, because virtually every corners of this state, most of Wike know and knows what to do. I see a man who prepared his file of governance before his campaign. He structured what to do. He looked at areas to touch, he looked at areas of relevance, he looked at areas of emergency, he looked at areas of quick response, and so he began the job. And because I said again that there is no sector, if there's any sector he has not affected in course of his project execution, they are very minute, very few, which I think at his second tenure he will cover. Now, this expression you see on the screen, on the shots, on the snaps, is an expression to show how much he has performed well. In fact, you would have understood more or feel it more when the election was over, and then when the election process was suspended. At the time, if you go to the street, people will say, no one has declared this man now. What are we waiting for? Who will come from anywhere to come and win the this man has. You will hear a lot of uncarded comments. I mean, they are not on the card, they are not on a placard, but they are said. People were, you enter taxi, you are in the bus, you are on the street, you are on a place where people are gathered to discuss. The moment this issue of election was mentioned, you say, who will come and win Wike here? The man has performed. So this is not a litmus test. It's a true exhibition of a man who has gotten the heart of the people, not because of the money he gave out, not because of his eloquence, not because of anything but government in action. A government that came in and fulfilled the promises he made to the people. Like I said again, that there are areas he may not have covered, and he has not covered everywhere. And the places he has not covered are very few, which I think that this second will take care of. So let us continue to comment first. God, appreciate God who has made this election to finally come true, and the declaration of Governor Wike as the winner of the election, and a hopefulness that on his second tenure he is going to perform more than he has done before. And I think every part of this state that may not have felt him very well will at least feel very well.
Alright, you can see the outpouring of love, genuine love. You can also see along the road people who came out en masse, market women, taxi drivers, children applauding rather, and also you can see market women out there, taxi drivers, children applauding and appreciating the.
Now wait, about the market women. You cannot. So the man has put in enough in restructuring and repositioning the marketing system in one River State, and that is why he is being appreciated by the market women.
That is why he is being appreciated by the market women. We heard from the governor when he said he will not take the support of Rivers people, he will not take that support for granted, and the love that has been shown to him, he said it will motivate him to even go out and do more. We find and also see a government that is purpose driven, that is work driven, that has the interest of not just the state but also the citizens of Rivers State at heart. And so that brings me to the next big question. Very soon I'll be opening the phone lines. So first, he made a promise. What do you expect from him going forward?
We will not expect anything less, and that is the paragraph of it. Nothing less, because He is not a neophyte. He is not an infant in the system. He is not a newcomer. I think that's the proper word now.
Okay.
He's a newcomer. He has performed. We have tested his performance. We have seen his performance in the government sector, in the civil service sector. He came in and he waited on pay salary of about 4 months. He cleared them. I know there are other areas he need to touch in the civil service sector. In the road construction, he came and he met majority of road devastation, uncompleted projects on the road. He faced them. Look at the one Abadi road that was so difficult for any government to have entered and do any work. You can close your eyes and throttle on 5 years and then move.
Please don't close your eyes and throttle on 5 years, please.
That's right. So you see the street light. If you come to another world today,
okay,
compare it to about 25 years ago, another one is now a city of itself. Another one can now be that they are part of River State, and so on. So many places. You remember Creek Road. If you go to Creek Road on the road there, they are selling. This is the only government who are able to make sure that the selling on the road stops. He did wonderfully well at the slaughter. You see what he did there? He gave slaughter a new face. Even though some people who I don't know whether they are truly rivers people are trying to thwart and make nonsense of the quality projects that the governor has executed in this state. You see people who go and start destroying the barricades that have been used to separate the roads and protect the flowers and the grasses so that the place will be beautiful. They go and destroy it, and such persons are in this state. I think it's high time we change our understanding about how to live in a society.
Alright, we change our understanding about how to live in a society. It's high time we do that. Away from that story, earlier I talked